Dear students, I welcome you all in my lecture series on digital electronics, and this is lecture 8 of this series. In this lecture, I will explain you what is BCD number and then what is BCD arithmetic. This means how can we add and subtract numbers in BCD format. So basically, BCD is a way to express each of the decimal digits with binary codes. We have 9 decimal digits. If we wish to encode these 9 decimal digits in the form of binary, then the resultant is known as binary coded decimal. And a very straightforward code of binary coded decimal is 8421 code, in which each and every bit of this binary code is assigned a weight of 1, 2, 4 and 8. So suppose this way we have our decimal digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. As you know that on the keypad of our calculator, if you see the keypad of our calculator, how digits are arranged on the keypad, the digits are arranged this way. Suppose this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the numeric keys as they appears on the keypad of a simple calculator, simple non-scientific calculator, you can say. And as you also know that a calculator is a digital machine. This means it cannot understand what is 5. It can understand only the binary code of 5, and it can process inside it, it can process the binary equivalent or binary coded form of this 5. Suppose if I perform a problem using our calculator, say 5 plus 8. So as and when I press this 5, it accepts a code which corresponds to this 5, and as and when I press this 8, it accepts the code which corresponds to 8, and then it further processes the arithmetic operation which we wish to perform, means addition between these two data. So what is that binary code which this kind of machine, means calculator, accept for a particular key press? So if we suppose encode it in binary, then the number of digits required to encode the maximum maximum valued decimal digit is 4. So just to make uniformity, we assign 4 bits for each and every decimal digits. So to represent 0, we put 4 zeros. To represent 1, we put 0, 0, 0 and 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. This corresponds to 7, and then corresponding to 8, 1, 0, 0, 0. Corresponding to 9, we have 1, 0, 0, 1. So these are the binary codes of these decimal digits. So as and when we push 8 on our keyboard, it accepts 1, 0, 0, 0, and when we push 5 on our keyboard, it accepts 0, 1, 0, 1. and it performs basically the addition operation between these two BCD, binary coded decimals, means it performs addition operation between these two numbers, and it has to show, our calculator shows a result 13 to us, whereas if we add this number, naturally it is a digital machine, so it will do the operation in binary arithmetic and it will add the number accordingly, and this way if it processes, it gets the result something like this, which you can observe that there is no code corresponding to this value in our binary coded decimal. So how these kind of problems are tackled by the machine in addition, I'll explain you. So simply speaking, this BCD is a 8421 type of code, and it represents the binary the decimal digits right from 0 through 9, and the invalid codes, for example, suppose since it is a 4-bit code, so anything after this value will come in invalid range. This means 10 10 10 11 10 1100 1101 1110 and 1111. These 6 codes, which are also a 4-bit coding of 10 pattern, they are invalid codes for BCD representation. They are invalid code for BCD number. They are not used in BCD numbers basically. So suppose if somebody asks you to find the BCD equivalent of given decimal number, then you can very easily calculate that equivalence. You can very easily establish that equivalence. Suppose if somebody asks you to find the, suppose this is decimal number 35, and if you are asked to write the BCD equivalent of this, so naturally corresponding to these 3 you will write a 4-bit BCD packet. This means 0 0 1 1, and corresponding to this 5 you will once again write a 4-bit packet, means 0 1 0 1. So this way you obtain 0 0 1 1 and 0 1 0 1 as BCD equivalent of this number. Similarly, if suppose I am asking you to write down the BCD equivalent of 98, this is a decimal number. So naturally for 9 you have 1 0 0 1, and for 8 you have 1 0 0 0. So this is the BCD equivalent of this 98. If I ask to write BCD equivalent of this number, so each digit corresponds to 4 binary bits. You should remember it. You must remember it. So this is 1 0 0 1. Corresponding to 0 you have 4 zeros. Corresponding to 1 you have 3 0 and 1, not a single one. And then corresponding to 7 you have 0 and then 3 ones. So this is the way to convert any given decimal number to its BCD equivalent. Or you can perform the reverse conversion. If BCD number is given to you, you can obtain its decimal equivalent. So just for an example I am showing you that suppose if this BCD number is given to you and you are supposed to write the decimal equivalent, so starting from very right hand side you make the packets of 4 digits and this way you write the equivalent. This means this is 3, this is 5, and this is 1. So this is 351 in decimal. So this way you can obtain this equivalence between decimal and BCD. So BCD is nothing but the binary coded representation of decimal. Now I am coming to the BCD addition. BCD addition process, and what precautions should be taken while adding a BCD number, or what is the rule to add two BCD number. So it is done in 3 steps basically. Step 1, what I am discussing is BCD addition. It is basically a 3-step process. In step 1, we add the two BCD numbers using the rules for binary addition. Using the rules which were used for binary addition. And then step 2 is if the 4-bit sum is equal to or less than 9, then it shows a valid result. Four-bit sum is less or equal to 9, it reflects a valid BCD result. But if the result obtained is greater than 9, if the sum obtained is greater than 9, or if a carry out is generated out of the 4-bit group, or if a carry out is generated, then we add 6 to the 4-bit result to get the perfect result in BCD form. Why it is done? Let us explain it. So just simply by taking the example of addition of 8 and 5, as I have discussed it before you. Suppose if I wish to add 8 and 5, 8 represented in BCD is in this way 1 0 0, and 5 represented in BCD in this way. If I add it, naturally this is a digital machine, calculator is a digital machine, it is going to give you this result. Why it is giving this result? Let us first discuss it. Basically, the number system on which this calculator is based is hex or binary. It is simply the obeying the binary addition rules. This means it is obeying the hex pattern, because hex is the compact form of binary. So if you write down the hex number 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then A B C D E F, and 1 0 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6 1 7 1 8 1 9, and then 1 A this way. Okay, suppose if we add this 5 in 8, this means we have to move 5 steps ahead from starting from 8, second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So we are here at D, whose binary equivalent is 1101. Why we reached over here? It is because of these 6 codes, and these 6 codes form an invalid region for decimal numbers. If we somehow skip these 6 codes, or if we somehow cover the content formed because of these 6 codes, we simply obtain the number which is number flow or number line of our decimal number. So if we avoid entering this summation result in this zone, we will come, or we can display our correct result. So how can we avoid this entrance of this summation in this invalid zone? This can be avoided simply by skipping these 6 codes, and this can be skipped by simply adding 6 into the result. So if we add 6 into our result, where will we reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We will reach on 13. 13 means it is 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1, 1. 13 can be represented this way in binary. So naturally this is 0, 0, 1, 1, and then this one is represented this way. Then we can obtain 13 as a result, which is displayed at our calculator display. But you see, this is not the 13 of our number system, but it is the 13 of hex number system or binary number, which is being performed inside the calculator or by the any digital machine. So it is simply a state of confusion which is given to our mind just to see 13, and we feel that it is our result, it is 13, and we feel good by seeing this result. But in fact it is a 13 of the BCD number, hexadecimal number. So just we feel good by seeing our result. So this way this BCD addition is performed and result 13 is obtained. So what we do, in fact 1101 in 1101 that was obtained inside this calculator, we add 0 1 0 in it to get our perfect required result. So this way it gives us 1 1 0 0 and 1, which in turn is 13, which was our desired result. So this way we perform BCD addition. Now I am taking some more example to explore different combinations or different things in this BCD addition. Suppose if we are willing to add the two numbers which are not going to give you the invalid result, suppose 3 added with 4. On calculator's keypad I pushed 3 and then I pushed plus sign and then I pushed 4. So what it accepting inside is 0 0 1 1 and 0 1 0 0. Now what will it form the result? How will it form the result? Result is this. This is not an invalid code. So here nothing is added. What we obtained by the process of addition by calculator is well and good for us. So this is the final result, and this way you can form many examples which will give you the feel of getting your final result without adding 6, because addition of 6 is required if and only if the obtained digit at 4 bit is either invalid or it generates carry for the next position. So let us take another example to illustrate that problem. Suppose if we wish to add 9 plus 9, what will happen? 9 plus 9. So 9 means 1 0 0 1, again 1 0 0 1. So this is going to give you the result 0 1 0, no, yes 0, and this is 110, and a carry is generated over here. So this is in fact 10010. So because of this carry generation, neither this code is invalid nor this code is invalid, but simply because of this carry generation we add 6 to get the final correct result. So this is 0 and this is 0, this is 0 and this is 1 and this 1. So now the result is, simply insert 3 zeros, this is 1 and this is 8. This is our desired result. This is our desired result. So how it all happened inside this calculator, if we see on the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B. Computer follows this pattern, or calculator follows this pattern: D, E, F, 1 0, 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, 1 7 and 1 8. 1 9 is not required. Okay. So what we are willing to add? We are willing to add 9 with 9. So 9 position ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we reached over here. This was the position where we reached. Why we reached over here only? Because of the involvement of these six invalid codes. So just if we add or if we skip these six codes, we will reach to the final correct result. So what is the way to reach to the final correct result? We simply add 6 into this 12 and we reach 3, 4, 5, 6 at the correct position, which was the digit desired to us is 18. But you see that it is still not the digit of our decimal number system, but it is digit of the binary or hex number system. But we feel good by obtaining this 18. Now I am coming to describe you some unweighted codes, and the very famous unweighted code is Gray code. So far we have discussed all the codes that they are weighted code. They have some weight for their position, and there are some unweighted code or non-weighted code. They are very often used in digital systems, and very basic and very famous code out of those codes is Gray code. Say Gray code is a kind of unweighted code, and this is not an arithmetic code. In this there is no specific weight assigned to the bit position. The important feature of the Gray code is that it exhibits only a single bit change from one code word to the next sequence. This is the main beauty of the Gray code. I am showing you the Gray code pattern and binary code pattern, which I have already written for you. This is a 4-bit Gray code pattern. Suppose we have I have written this decimal value starting from 0 to 15, and the corresponding binary pattern for those, and then the Gray code sequence for this. Gray code for 0 is 0 0 0, for 1 is 0 0 0 1, for 2 it is 0 0 1 1. So it is using all the earlier 16 combination of 1 0 pattern which were used for 4-bit binary representation. Now this binary pattern is shuffled in such a way, it is arranged in such a way that from coming from one bit pattern to the next bit pattern, what we observe that only one of the bit among this bit stream changes. You see here 1 remains 1, this 0 remains 0, this 0 remains 0, this 0 only becomes 1, and you can see this change anywhere in this sequence. Whereas in binary, if you see, suppose you see the changes that are occurring between 7 and 8 in binary. If we look the changes that are occurring between 7 and 8, this is binary pattern for 8, this is binary pattern for 7. Each 4 bit or all 4 bit they are changing. This 0 is changed to 1, this 1 is changed to 0, this 1 is changed to 0, this 1 is changed to 0. But you see the changes that are occurring in gray code for decimal sequence 7 to 8. This 0 is changing to 1, this 1 remains 1, this 0 remains 0, and this 0 remains 0. This is the beauty of gray code, which is used in some applications. Now the problem is binary to gray code conversion. Binary to gray code conversion. Suppose if a binary pattern is given to us, we can pick up any binary pattern. Suppose the binary pattern is 1 0 1 1 0, and we wish to convert it into the corresponding gray. So what is the rule? We make a copy of this MSB and we add the adjacent pair of bit pattern in binary, and we write the result over here. So 1 added with 0, result is 1, 0 added with 1, result is 1, 1 added with 1, result is 0. We discard carry in the addition process, and 1 added with 0 is 1. So this way we can generate gray equivalent. This is binary sequence, binary pattern, and this is gray pattern. So this way we can generate the equivalent gray of any given binary, and reverse process can also be performed. This means you can generate the binary of a given gray. Suppose gray pattern is given to you, suppose the gray is 1 1 0 1 1, and the rule to generate binary is you just make the copy of this MSB, and then you add this MSB which was formed in gray with the next bit, next adjacent position of the binary pattern. So we add this with this, and we generate this sum over here. So it will generate the sum 0, and then 0 added with this 0, it generates the sum 0, then 0 added with this 1, it generates the sum 1, this 1 added with the 1, and it generates the sum 0. So this is the corresponding binary that we have generated from a given gray. So this is the way how we can convert the gray and binary. We will design a circuit when we study the K-map and combinational logic circuit design. We will design a circuit for gray to binary converter, gray to binary converter, and binary to gray converter, binary to gray converter using K-map on all the other techniques. So far we have studied the number system, different number system, their conversion algorithm, and their addition process, their complementation, and subtraction using complement method. So I hope you must have learned something from my lecture, and I advise you to do maximum possible exercise which are given in your books, and this will make you expert of this topic, and this will make you comfortable while appearing the examination. So thanks for viewing this lecture on number system. In next module, I will discuss the Boolean algebra and the simplification of Boolean algebra and implementation of logic circuit using Boolean reduction techniques, and then I will proceed for K-map. So thank you very much.